Good morning. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Today is July 22nd, 2024. And over the weekend, we heard that Biden dropped out of the race, and the market is reacting a little bit here after what I consider a failure to keep moving down, right? Like we had a very prominent point of control of 55.34. That was the 90-day point of control that we couldn't get there. We kept trying and trying, we couldn't get there. And now after the settlement was at 55.54 on ES. We opened with a gap up, filled the gap to the tick, and we've been rallying since then. If you can see that on Friday we had a multi-distribution day. We had 1, 2, 3 distributions, and now we traded through all of them, and now we're trading at the top, back above that 55.85 level from June, where it was resistance, then we broke above, then it was support. Now we're breaking back above it. And we bounced just as I have an anchored VWAP on the new contract, on the current contract, and we bounced just right below that, and we're attempting to hold 55.85. So for today, that's, in my opinion, that's a key level. But the thing is that if you look at the larger time frame, let me make this a little bigger so you can see. This is kind of like what I consider a transition area. At least it was very clearly a transition area. Now we're kind of like have overlapping profiles, and it seems like the market is just not sure where it wants to balance, because we're rejecting this so far, this 90-day point of control. Although if you look at the profile, we had no excess, so it wouldn't surprise me that we trap some longs here and then come back and finally retest this 55.34. But so far the 55.85 is holding. Let's see what happens now when the market opens. But I'm gonna be looking at if we are able to take the high from Friday. I'm gonna be looking at this level because this level right here is where the single prints are from Thursday. And we have this low volume node here below 56.20, right? It's 56.18, let's say. That if we hold up here, if we're able to clean up the single prints, then we're likely gonna get back to the 20-day point of control of 56.40. If we start coming back down and we can hold above 55.85, what I'm going to be looking for is the value area rule, which says that if we get below Friday's value area high, which is at 55.75 and a quarter, so if we get below that, hold below that price, then we're likely there's a very high chance that we come back to the other side of value at 55.46. So that would be one of the trades that I'm going to be looking for, because we're opening outside of value so far. So coming back into value triggers that rule. Just make sure that it's not just like get below this and immediately short, but we want to be holding and seeing internals, confirming and looking for this area to hold, and then target I mean, the targets in between, if you want to take partials, are the midnight price at 55.64, then yesterday's close at 55.64, then 55.54, then the point of control, and then value area low. And then from there, if we break below value, then a short, you can leave a runner to target this 55.34, which is the the target we've been looking for a while. Hold on one second. Okay. Sorry, I was in this NQ trade and it was about to hit my target. Okay, so that's it. NQ was way weaker last week, and now it's finding buyers here, and it looks like it wants to come back to this. It's almost there, to this high volume area. This is the red one is the 90-day point of control. The gray one is the 20-day point of control. So it looks like it wants to come back to the 960 area, and then the 20,000 is another high volume node. But it looks like same scenario here in the case of NQ, because I see this as one profile and one balance area. You can see that this is where we're balancing, and we're failing to break below the low side of the range. So what should happen is that we travel to the other side, which would be around the 280 area, and so it wouldn't surprise me if we see a rally on NQ now that interest rates are changing a little bit, and we have some slight change in politics. At least the market is going to try to price out whatever changes we're seeing. So anyway, so wouldn't surprise me to see a rally on NQ, since it's been very weak, and now it looks like buyers are finding they're bidding this market. Crude oil. So crude oil, I had a long trade and obviously I got stopped out. I was looking for this low volume area to hold, but it seems like sellers they keep pushing. So now you can see right here 77.45-ish. There's a low volume area. So if that breaks, then I'm gonna be looking for 77.20 and 76.60. And if I see buyers starting to take it back about the monthly pivot and the 200-day daily moving average, then I'm gonna be looking for a long into the 80.50 and 81.10. But in this is like kind of like in the middle of both distributions. So I'm gonna wait to see if some clear setup for a swing trade. We have all this low. These red lines are all previous lows that we haven't retested from all this day. So I'm sure that this is an area that is of interest. Seeing if we can run this through this liquidity, maybe. But to go short, I want to wait for 77.40 to hold, and then look to target this area. And gold is not holding at all. It had a really big sell-off from the highs, and it's back to that 2400, and now got below 2400, and it's bouncing a little bit, and it's back into this area where we were balancing before. So, but if you can see right here, it went into this area and now it's trying to bounce back above it. So it's a little messy, but this one right here, if you can see this profile, if you can merge this profiles, holding above 404, targets 422. Okay, otherwise if we keep selling off, eventually 2368 is where the 20-day point of control is. Okay, as far as news, we have the 6-month and the 3-month auctions today. Kamala Harris is gonna speak at 11:30. Let me see what else. We have some earnings coming up tomorrow, the whole week earnings, and PMI, and then jobless claims on the 25th, and PCE on Friday. No, on Thursday, I'm sorry. Right? Thursday. No, Friday. Friday. All right, good luck everybody, and hope you have a good day. Protect your profits. Don't try to be a hero. We're still in summer trading.